Hello everyone, how are you and how has Ramadan been taking you? For those who are fasting and those who are not fasting, how have you been all this time that I've not been posting on this channel? I'm so excited to come back again on this channel, and what I'm talking about is I want us to come back in style and really spice up our content creation and our community with something more and bigger. I want us to do a challenge of ourselves, a 30 days business challenge, starting an online business just from scratch and making at least $1,000 in 30 days using our smartphone. Now, I'm talking about real business. I'm talking about real business. So make sure that you sit with me. Make sure that if you are into this channel, make sure you like this video, make sure you share this video, and make sure you comment that I am in. Tell me that I am in, Jibril. Let's do this challenge of a 30 days challenge of starting an online business from scratch and at least making $1,000. Now, this is a business that you can run for the rest of your life. It can be a side hustle, it can even turn to be a full-time income. But the fact that, have you ever thought of starting a genuine online business? And then for my crypto community, those who are coming from the crypto side, like you have been wanting to invest in crypto, you have been wanting to trade crypto, but you don't have capital. You just feel like, I wish you had that side hustle, that side business that you could be banging on. And then also you don't have a lot of time, meaning that this is a business that you could be only investing in 2 hours to 4 hours a full week, meaning even if you have a full-time job, you can just dedicate 4 hours on a weekend to run this business. And that is the most exciting thing about this business. So more of talkings, and if you are in and already have already typed in what do we mean and how are we going to run this challenge. So the first thing first, on day one we are going to be talking about what an online business is, your business plan, and how you should actually get started. At the end of the video, I'm also going to be telling you what you should be expected out of you before you get into the next class. So this first class, or this first video we are talking about, in this video I'm just going to be introducing, give you goals and give you some assignment that you'll be able to do by yourself. Now if you are in, just type in again and I'm in, but it's not all about going to be typing it, it's going about doing the work. If you are doing the work step by step as we are going to be giving it to you, by the end of the challenge, I'm very sure that you would have an infrastructure or a knowledge base that you can use to also start your own online business in the future. So let's get started. When you're talking about online business, it is so easy. It's not very different from the offline business. Business is about two things. One, it's about the customers. Yes, business is more of the customers than even the product. And two is about the product. So it means there's something, a product or service that you are selling, and the people you are selling to. If you only have the people you are selling to but you don't have a product, it's not a business. But if you only have a product but you don't have someone who buys it, it's not a business. So all we are talking about is, we are going to be talking about how in all the 30 days we are going to be talking about how you can create a product and product that you can sell online, or how you can get products that you can sell online. And the second thing is how you can get customers to buy those products. If you know these things, you already have a complete online business that you can work with. Now let's begin by talking about actually the people you are going to sell to, or we are going to talk about the traffic, because yes, they are the most important thing. There are so many things out there, but whom are you going to sell to? Now if you want to be successful with this business model, or with any business model even offline, there are two people to mainly sell to. The first person is the rich. If you have rich relatives, or you have ever been with rich people, you know what the rich people want, you know what the rich people lifestyle is, then you have a gold mine, because selling to the rich people is the most exciting thing. But if you come from a background like mine, who has not been with the rich people so much and who has not grown in rich families, therefore it is hard for me to understand what the rich really need, then I'm going to recommend to you to sell to your past self. That is the second type of person. The second type of person is selling to your past self. So for me, because I've not been from a rich background, I have been climbing the ladder slowly, step by step of business, of online business, and of my career. So it means there's somewhere I've reached in my career that someone else would want to also move in the same steps like me. So what do? I sell to my past self. I sell something that I know I would have needed when I was getting into this stage that I am in. Let me hope I'm making sense. Is that we are going to choose, you have two types of people to choose with. You are either going to sell to the rich, or you are going to sell to your past self. If you know that you know what the rich want and you know you can provide what those rich people want, you have a gold mine, please go for it. But if you know you don't have, and you don't have experience with the rich, you don't know what they want, then you have to sell to your past self. Your past self is, you have been climbing the ladder, maybe at your job, at your career, or maybe in the hospital. You started from a nurse, you became a senior nurse, you became what, or in the business, like the way I'm talking about online business. I started a YouTube channel from 1 subscriber, I reached 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, and even the income, maybe I made $100, reached $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. The journey I've been going through, when I'm talking about my online journey, how have I been creating content, how have I been creating businesses online, how have I been doing, maybe if I'm talking about crypto, like the journey you have moved, there's someone who wants to move in that very journey, and that is the past self of yours that you can sell to. But yes, I'm very sure you have been in different fields. So many people have been in different fields, but which fields are you really going to base on? When you are asking yourself about your experience, I want you to ask yourself one question. What is that problem that you really had, a very big problem that you solved by yourself, and you thank God that you solved it? That one problem that you had and you solved it, and you thank God, oh God, I really solved this problem. You understand? That is the exact point that I want us to begin with. Like, you solved the problem, but not every problem. The problem I want you to look at that you solved is in these three areas. Did you have any health problem that you are glad you solved? How did you solve it? Not down. Did you have any wealth problem, like money problems, like you had business problems when it comes to the wealth? And finally, did you have relationship problems? Now, these three fields are the fields that have so many various problems: health, wealth, and relationships. And now I want you to find yourself that I'm sure there's some problem that you have ever had in these areas that maybe you solved. Even if it can be as little as maybe getting a boyfriend, as little as getting a girlfriend when it comes to relationship. It can be as little as making your first $1,000 online. It can be as little as creating there's a business that you created. Maybe you're a single mom, and then your finances were not okay, and you looked a way of getting to passive income. Maybe it can be just a way of, you had a very hard complication, maybe HIV or syphilis, or you have a problem with your teeth, or you had problem with productivity, but you solved the problem. That problem that you are proud of, you overcame that problem. What was your solution? That is the gold mine that you are having. Now, this is your past self. You were in that problem, and then now you climb the ladder to come to where you are. This is what I want you to bring out, because that is where your money is, because that is the experience that God has given you, that is the experience that the world has given you, and that is the experience that someone else wants to get. How much you are going to make is really directly determined by the magnitude of the problem you are going to solve. If you are going to solve a really big problem, then that is how big your income is going to be. If you are going to solve a small problem, then your income is going to be small. So the fact that what I'm talking about is that you should clearly identify the problems that you have ever gone through, and then list these problems. How did you solve these problems? How do you have wanted these problems to be solved? I'm giving an example. On my side, after quitting teaching, and then I wanted to begin business. I didn't have any capital, I didn't have any connection, I didn't have nothing. Then I realized there is this internet thing. And then I started starting about starting an online business on the internet. Now, about starting an online business on the internet, I had to look for a lot of information, read a lot of books, watch a lot of YouTube videos, even buy a lot of courses that I bought for me to get this experience and for me to get to here, to be able to talk to you, or to be able to be confident in doing a 30 days business challenge. And also, before doing this business, I sure if you know me, you have always been seeing me doing different things, a lot of things on the internet. That shows that I am somewhere that someone would want to get to. So it means I can create a product and sell it to that very boy who had left school and is stranded, is not continuing with school, he doesn't have a job, he doesn't have a career, he doesn't have connection, but he wants to get online. So I can make a product that can help such a person. That is what I mean by selling to my past self. Now you too, there is a way, maybe how you got a job, how you got a school scholarship, how you got what. There's that problem that at one point was squeezing you, but with God's grace, or with your connections, or with whatever you did, you solved that problem. You get? So that is the solution that we want, because we are talking about one, the traffic, or the kind of people we are going to look at. I'm summarizing by saying business is all about two things: the traffic, or the customers, and then the product. If you have traffic and you don't have product, you are not selling anything. You don't have a business. You have to make sure you are selling either a service or a product. So it means that we are selling something. We have to make sure in the 30 days we have something to sell. Two, we are having customers to buy what we are selling. So what kind of people are we going to sell to? We said, one, if you know what the rich want and you know you can provide what they want, go for it. Two, selling to your past self. Selling to our past self is mainly the next thing we are going to look at, because we are selling our experience, and there are so many other products that we can make from this. We can make so many products from our own experience. Now, which products can you make and how can you make them? These are coming to our subsequent videos in this playlist. Make sure you don't miss. As again, I want to tell you that if you want to be part of this list, I want you to comment, because I don't want to create this list when people are not following it. Comment that I'm in, and then you tell me that let's do this, Jibril, let's do this. I am in 100%, so that every single day I record for you this, at least for the 30 days, for the next 30 days, because I'm doing it myself, I'm challenging myself, and maybe I would want someone to join in. And the next thing we said is the product. The product has to solve a problem. So just identify your problem. This is the assignment we have. One, you are going to choose which type of people you are going to look at. Now, don't make it hard. Look, are you going to target the rich? Are you going to target your past self? Yes, I know you might say that you might have a lot of questions around that, but if you are targeting your past self, then ask yourself, which problem have you ever solved that you are proud of, or that you know very many people are out there in the facing the same problem? The guidance is your problem, or what you're going to solve, should be in these three niches. Should be in health, should be in wealth, should be in relationships. You should only have these three, be guided by these three things. After doing that, in the next video, I'm going to come down here and let us see which products you are going to actually make. If you are not going to make products, then where can you get other people's products that you can use? Mainly, I would love us to create our own products, but it is not a stress. Nevertheless, online there are even so many products. Maybe the products that helped you are not the products that you created by yourself. Maybe someone had already created that product, so you just need to recommend it. But how can you make money by recommending that very product that was not yours? The next thing is that maybe, like for me, if in my case, maybe your problem was solved by connecting so many things to come together. Maybe you could at least bring the many things that helped you together and have your own product. That is if in my case. So I have to show you step by step of how I'm going to make that product come true and the steps you can take. Please, I don't want to create this playlist when no one is following. So make sure that you are following it by liking it, by sharing it, and commenting that I am in Jibril. Let's do it.